hotel is beautiful. However, I'm a little stressed. They did not deliver my luggage at the airport, so I'm hoping they deliver it tomorrow. I don't think it'll come tonight, but they said, and they set me up on the little self-service kiosk, that they could possibly get it to me tomorrow. So I'm staying hopeful. But because of that, I am going to set out in search of some clothes, but really quickly, of course, had to show you the room. First, when you come inside, you have to put your card into this little slot, and that lets you use all of the light outlets. And then you come into the bathroom. Nice big counter. I love that all the European hotels actually have counter space, because in the US we have completely seemed to do away with that. Little soap. Very, very happy to see that there is shower gel, shampoo, and conditioner. Toilet, bidet. And then you come into the room, and I love this room. I paid for this room with points, so I didn't have much choice, and the upgrade to a king bed was unavailable. But this will be just fine. A little bench, a really nice big TV, a desk, a coffee center, and then this view. It's so hard to tell with the dark. However, I do have, and I'll show you in the morning, but I do have ocean view and then the city view. I love when hotels have the floor to ceiling windows because it just gives you so much more light and makes it feel more open. Little spot to hang. And that's the room. As I mentioned, I'm off to find some clothes. I was very excited to see that they have mango here. Find some food and just keep my fingers crossed that the luggage comes soon. Should we do a little haul? I feel like we should do a little haul. Tangle teaser, because my hairbrush was in my suitcase. Toothbrush. Toothpaste. Skincare, because we need at least one thing to make us feel a little bit better. With a face mask from Sephora. We have underwear. And then at Mango, I picked up a few shirts. This one was on clearance for $6.99. This one, which I love, was I think 30 euros. And then just in case they really do a piss job of returning my luggage to the hotel, I got one more t-shirt, which again, this was on clearance for $6.99. And it's just La Plage. Je suis perdu, ne me cherche pas, which means I am lost, don't look for me. And hopefully that gets us through for a few days. Also, not at all part of the survival haul, but I did also find a couple of new Starbucks mugs, which brings the total count for this trip to 4. First we have Ken, and then of course, because we are indeed here, we have Nice. The Swiss bar at the hotel did not seem to have anyone working there, so we decided to take a little walk along the Promenade des Anglais and just breathe some ocean air. I've just spotted this man who seems to be writing messages with stones, which is super interesting. And he's still going. I wouldn't dare show my face at this moment because I am extremely tired and you can see it in my eyes. But I picked up a little bottle of Merlot and a Toblerone, of course, in the lobby. And now let me just say, in the United States, at least in New York and New Jersey, when I have picked up a bottle of this size, it is at least $20. And a Toblerone is probably $7 or $8. All of this together in France was only 7 euros. Just, I mean, just amazing. shopping area. That's where I found Mango and H&M last night. But I've noticed all these statues of men sitting on posts, and I'm going to make it my mission today to figure out what that means. And it was also absolutely necessary to find coffee this morning. Had a few too many glasses of wine last night, but update. I just asked somebody what those men represent or who they are, and he said absolutely no one. They're just there pour faire beau, which means to make pretty. So there you have it. There is no mystery. They're just pieces of art. I think we found the marché aux fleurs. I'm at the marché aux fleurs, and I've just come to Le Fleuret for a little breakfast, and this is the French breakfast. It is carbs on carbs on carbs, and I am not at all mad about it. Last night it was recommended to me to climb the stairs all the way up to the top of the chateau. So that is the plan. Work off all that bread we just ate. As if we didn't have enough steps in Milan. Voila, we have saka, which I believe is a type of chickpea dough, but it smells incredible. So I've started tutoring in French again. So I picked up a couple of little children's books, and then I also am very happy to have found Le Petit Nicolas, the series that we used to learn French in high school. So I might pick one of those up too for my future students. Something kind of neat that I've noticed is that on a few, well, quite a few of the buildings actually, the windows and shutters are painted on. So they're real on the side of the building, but on this space, it's just a facade. I've stumbled upon a little local everything from Nice store, and I've learned that a pain beignet is technically a type of bread, like a sandwich. However, this is the traditional southerner, he or she, who makes everyone okay, sort of a facilitator of exchange, of smiles, and of sharing. I think that is so cute. In fact, I've actually decided to pick up a t-shirt with the pain beignet. Beignet? I don't know, if you're from Nice, let me know how you're supposed to pronounce that. So we've made the decision that I really, really need a haircut, and when in France, why not? Just arrived back to the hotel, and I love what she did with my hair. She did a balayage, so they just painted on the highlights instead of going all the way through. And then she did a keratin treatment and curled it for me. Oh my gosh. Oh, it feels so good. But the most important part is that the baggage has arrived. Everything is right with the world again. I am so excited to unpack and just relax a bit. I'll show you the groceries that I got at Carrefour. We went with a Duchess baguette, tomatoes, salmon, rocket, which I honestly do not know what it's called in English because I eat it so infrequently, Kinder Surprise eggs, and a Greek olive mix of feta and olives. I've been editing the first half of this trip for the last 3 hours, and it all just froze on me. I'm not going to be happy if I have to redo it all because it was a lot of hard work. Today we are heading to Cannes, and I could not be more excited. I actually have makeup on today because my luggage arrived last night. I felt so just lacking yesterday with literally nothing on my face all day, and like I had to buy new deodorant on the way to just walking around, and just I cannot even tell you the relief I feel to actually have my stuff again. And if you've ever had your luggage lost, you know exactly what I mean. But I'm going to quick give you an outfit of the day because I'm heading off to meet a friend in Cannes. She and I were correspondents in high school. Our classes had kind of an exchange program. My French class, her English class, went to visit each other, kept in touch over the years. Fantastic. If you can't tell, I'm really excited. So, quick outfit of the day. I have on this white blouse from White House Black Market, one pocket, kind of feeling the breezy oceanside vibes. And then pants are from Lauren Conrad. I got these at Kohl's a couple of years ago now. And they're just kind of jegging, comfy, great travel pants. Then I have on my little belt from Target, just a brown belt with gold accents. Shoes are Weegens, and I had never heard of this brand, but an Instagrammer that I follow has white ones, and she posted they were having a sale over the holidays. And I walked 9 miles in these shoes yesterday, and they were perfectly comfortable. Then earrings are the Maxi and Mini gold hoop from Daisy London by Saint Laurent. Wavy gold snake chain. The Vita Lips ring. And last but not least, I am bringing a Betty Boop with me to Cannes. We were very into the Broadway Betty Boop show, and if you missed Betty Boop in Chicago, I am so sorry. It was phenomenal. The whole team, the production team, the cast, everyone involved did such a great job. So hopefully we have not seen the end of Betty Boop on Broadway. And once it comes back, if it comes back, I really hope it does, you have to go see it. And that's it. I'm gonna run out. Oh my God, I feel like I'm talking so fast because I cannot wait to get going. I have a 7:50 train and it's just after 7 now. It's gonna fly by, I know it, but I'm so excited. So here we go. come to the marché Ville, which is a huge open-air market, and I thought I'd show you around. Just walking along the water and I come across the bus station. And as you can see, they've painted the entire side of the building with all kinds of nods to cinema. You can see Minnie and Mickey front and center, and lots of cool references to different movies and actors and C-3PO. How cool! The French and their stairs. I've just made it up to where the Ken sign is, and it is the most spectacular view of the city. I've just come to the Chemin des Étoiles, and it's all the movie stars with their handprints. We have Meryl Streep, Sylvester Stallone, possibly the biggest of all of the handprints, Jodie Foster, Johnny Halliday, Julie Andrews, just stopped into a little wine merchant for a bit of lunch. And we're right next to the Marché Ville, and not too far from the train station either, which I have to get to pretty soon. But first, we're gonna dig in. Just heading back to the train station now, and it's absolutely packed walking along the coast. And I'll show you, it's one restaurant after another. It's absolutely crazy. I've just stopped into a little gift shop, and it makes me so happy to see all of this Little Prince stuff. This is one of my absolute favorite books. Quick stop into the relay at the train station, and look at how cute the little hats on the models are. We've made it home, and my camera is about to die. Lovely time in Cannes. Just everything from the market to the souke to l'église to the boats, and I was there at sunrise, and it was just absolutely stunning. It was breathtaking, and around every corner there was a new little architectural, just unique little vision to pop by and see. And I enjoyed some shopping, but didn't do anything crazy. Then I took the train to Antibes, where I met my friend from high school, and it was so nice to see her. It's been 14 years since we've seen each other. So much needed catch up, and we had some spritz, and we walked around a bit, and we had a lovely dinner, and what a day. I'm exhausted, my feet are exhausted, and I'm ready to have some wine and do some editing. Day in Nice, and I am so sad to be going home because I love using French every day and exploring and walking miles and miles every day. Just the culture here is so much different and the food is so much better, and sad to be going home. There's a lot coming up that I'm excited for, but I wish I had a few more days here. I'm not going to do a full outfit of the day, but I did want to show you my shirt really quickly because this was one I got at Mango because I wasn't sure if my luggage was going to arrive on time or not. And this is the most silky, like kind of 70s vibe. I can't exactly tell what era it was going for, but I saw it on the rack and I'm like, you know what, that's really unique. And it's a dark blue. And this is another thing, we don't even have mango in the United States. Enjoying it while I'm here though. I'm gonna run off, find a coffee and pastry as always, and we'll see where the day takes us. I have nothing on the agenda today. My friend last night recommended that I go to Monaco or Menton, the next city just before Italy, and the trains aren't running today, which I thought was a bit interesting. I'm not sure, there might be a strike or maybe it's just Sundays, there's just not many trains. So we're staying put in Nice, and I'm sure I will find plenty to do today. I really don't think there's anything more beautiful than the sun on the water. I love it. I think if I lived here, I would try to be one of these people I see running. Like, how nice would that be to be able to just go run along Mediterranean whenever you want. We're going to the Antibes breakfast spot, and the menu is not at all traditional French, but it looks amazing. This is a brunch for one person. The garden brunch, and it's toast with cream cheese, salmon avocado, œuf brouillé, a little salad, and then we have chocolate hazelnut pancakes, a little avocado toast, some fresh yogurt, freshly squeezed orange juice, café allongé, and of course bread. I feel like I'm not going to need to eat anything else today. I've just broken in to the chocolate noisette pancakes, chocolate hazelnut. Oh my god, it is taking every bit of self-control I have not to just absolutely scarf these down. They are incredible. Alright guys, I'm throwing in the towel. I did the best I could. I just stood up to leave the brunch spot, and I didn't realize how full I was. So it's going to be a very leisurely walk to the Tête Carrée, a statue where I'm off to see, and it's done by an artist who wanted to show thinking inside the box and what that looked like. But also, as I left, there was already a line forming outside of the garden cafe. That's how good it is. We've just arrived to the Tête Carrée statue. As you can see, it's absolutely massive. Right near the Museum of Contemporary Art. My goodness! And apparently you can go inside, but today is Sunday, so it's closed today. I've just stepped into a little vintage store looking for a shirt, perhaps for Sandy, because when we were in Italy, it was one of his favorite souvenirs that he found at a little vintage boutique. But I come down the stairs, and what do I find but a t-shirt from Middle Tennessee. We've popped out right by the Colline again, which is the big hilltop fortress that I was at yesterday, 2 days ago. So we're heading back down, back into old Nice to do a bit more exploring. I think anywhere that offers a free truffle tasting is a must. Come back to Plaza de Messina because I didn't realize this is where the checkerboard pavement was. Also, a quick update. I've learned more about the men sitting on top of the poles, and they're actually supposed to represent the 7 continents, and they light up at night, so I'm definitely going to come back. Now, this is not something that I need to do. However, since I did it in Lille, I'm kind of inclined to also do it here in Nice. The joy that this brings me, I guess I'm a Ferris wheel person now. I just stopped into Saint Laurent, and it's actually quite a bit cheaper than in the United States. I have to say, the Galerie Lafayette in Nice has a much bigger selection than the one in Cannes. In the spirit of not going too crazy here, I'm just stopping at Pandora quickly because traditionally I get my mother a charm from all the cities I've visited. And after that, we are heading back to the hotel. I'm slightly disappointed to not have found a charm for my mother, but we found the bag. I'm so happy right now. I just wanted to quickly come up to the rooftop to see the pool situation, and I'm so glad I did before leaving because it is absolutely gorgeous up here. And had I known that sooner, I might have actually taken a dip because the pool is heated. I just didn't want to have a wet bathing suit in my luggage tomorrow, but the view up here, it's, I'm running out of words for incredible. This would definitely be a fun spot to come hang out in the summer. I think it's still a bit too cold even now. I think it's like 50 degrees. Oh my goodness. I wanted to show you what I found at Saint Laurent because honestly this is something that I would never normally purchase for myself. But I did buy the opium heels earlier this month, and the reason is because we are attending the Music Cares event in Los Angeles next weekend. And we're sitting at a table with people whose names I cannot mention. However, it is a dress to impress type of event, especially with our table. And coming to France, I knew that Saint Laurent would be a bit less expensive, and I was looking for a small bag or clutch to complement the heels, and I found it. This is the Cassandra envelope chain wallet. And it's just the right size for an event like this because I didn't want to have a full bag. I just needed something little that would hold my phone and a lipstick. And mission definitely accomplished. I don't intend on using the chains. Again, I just want to carry it as a clutch. But it's beautiful, and the gold of the YSL logo is exactly the same as the heels. And I think the black will match the dress just perfectly. While I'm waiting for the restaurant to open for dinner, I just started doing a bit of packing, and I wanted to show you the hint because all 4 of the Starbucks mugs are going to go in the carry-on luggage. However, the key is to put your underwear, clean underwear, into the cup and your socks around it as a sort of padding. So then you don't have this whole big bulky area of your socks and underwear and pantyhose and all of that. It's all concealed and it has a purpose. Hint is to roll your clothes because you can roll them much more tightly than you can fold them. And we're off to our final dinner in Nice. I thought it would be the occasion to dress up. We have a skirt from J. Crew, top from Band Retro. Even have my little J. Crew bow in. And, oh, I just wish I had a few more days. But we're gonna make the most of this final evening here, come back, pack, and be up early. I have to be to the tram station at like 5:30. And we're off. And quickly before I leave, the sun is just setting and it's the most spectacular view from my window. Which is where I was told is one of the best restaurants in Nice. Not open quite yet, so I'm gonna go find a beverage somewhere and I'll be back. I've just ordered a glass of rouge and I'm looking through the menu, which is pretty extensive, and the specialties Niçoise. Some very interesting sounding plates here. And I mean, things I've never tried that I don't know if I'm brave enough to try today. And a little baby creme brulee, and I could not be happier with this. It's just the perfect size. And once again, I have eaten way too much, and I am so full. But oh my god, the food at that, it was so amazing and well worth it. So I'm doing a bit of walking. I'm actually heading back to Place Messina, where the Ferris wheel was, because as I mentioned, the statues, those 7 statues on top of the poles, supposedly light up at night in different colors, and I really want to see what that looks like. Sure enough, the statues are indeed lit up at night, and they're changing colors too. I've been watching for a few minutes, and I'm going to fast forward the video so that you can see the color change a bit more rapidly. That was the most amazing dinner. I'm so glad that I filmed it because I want to remember that. I just wish there was a way to also include like the taste and the smell somehow in a video. Anyway, I just got home, jump in the shower. I'm still just so full. Oh my god. Literally the best dinner I think I've ever had. But I need a shower, I need to pack, and I need to be on my way to the train station at like 5 a.m. So I better hop to. It's just what you do at the end of a long trip. So I'm just letting this percolate while we get packing here. And I think I'm gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna fit all of this, all of that, and the 4 Starbucks mugs that I got into a carry-on and a personal item. It's gonna happen. Not to brag, but what you're seeing here is an absolute success of packing all 4 of the Starbucks mugs and a few other souvenirs and everything that came with me originally. And at the end, I'm just going to set the canvas bag and my pink blazer, just lay it right across the top of everything to provide one more layer of padding. Then I have some books that are gonna fit in this top pocket, and everything else will fit in my backpack. Good morning. It is about 4:30 and I did not sleep very well last night. So it's gonna be a long day, but fortunately I can fall asleep on planes. Have everything packed, somehow managed to get everything into my carry-on and my personal item. So fingers crossed they don't make us check it because, as we know, they tend to lose baggage. I was going to take the tram this morning, but the first tram doesn't go until 5 minutes to 5. And I don't really trust myself to get from here to the airport on the tram, and then also get from Terminal 2, where the tram stops, to Terminal 1, and then be there with plenty of time to board. I like to have at least like a 25-minute buffer, and I don't think if I wait for the tram that's gonna happen. So I'm gonna head downstairs, call a taxi, hopefully, and we'll be on our way. I am wearing my little Pat Beignet t-shirt though, so we'll be heading out from Nice in true Niçoise fashion.